Hey, if you have tight hips, this video is for you. All you need is a head cushion. Come lay down. As always, we're just going to briefly warm up our spine, making sure our low back is mobile. Relaxation position, starting with some pelvic tilts. So imprint your low back, and then bring the pelvis to neutral. 2 more. Take it slow, find your breath. Coming into your spine curl. So imprint the low back, push evenly through the feet to wheel the hips up towards the ceiling. Ribs are down, hips are high, breath in, breathing out to reverse it down. Tucking that pelvis under to roll through low back. 1 more. And then we're going to do one adding on our ribcage closure. So imprint the low back, wheel the hips up towards the ceiling, breathing in to bring your arms back behind you, breathing out to spine curl down. Lovely. Bring your arms into a low V, knees together, feet together, ready for hip rolls. So rotating under, lengthen that top hip down as you do that. Make sure the opposite shoulder stays engaged. Breathing in, think a little oblique, send the bottom leg to draw you back to center. You're going to do 2 on each side. You can send your head in the opposite direction if you wish. Coming into center. Engage that core, drawing the belly in, drag your heels in. You're going to bring your knees to your shoulders. So my knees are apart here. Knees to the shoulders, but keep those feet together. And then gently rock through. So this is mobilizing the lower back. From there, you're going to steady yourself, send your right leg straight and down on the mat, grounding it down. You're going to extend from the left knee, and if you can, you're going to grab that foot. If you can't, just bring your hand back behind, just above the knee, not behind the knee itself, and send that left knee to the left shoulder. So this is half a happy baby, which is a bit of a weird term, not going to lie. Good, and breathe. Actively try to let it switch off. See if you can get that knee down. If anything, get that heel a little further away from you. Good. And then you're going to bring it into a single knee fold. Make sure the pelvis is nice and happy. You're going to hinge from the hip a tiny bit without losing that neutral pelvis. Bring your right hand over across that left knee. You're going to draw that leg across and go ahead and let that left hip lift. As you lengthen it down, bring that right hand below the knee down and actively send that foot towards the floor. So you should be feeling this in your rotators. It's a piriformis stretch. Breathe. You shouldn't feel anything in your back. If you do, just ease off, like send your leg, bring it back a little bit. It's not going so far. Good. Send that hip down a little bit, put a little pressure on that knee. So you're getting that opposition. So the knee's coming up a little higher towards that right shoulder and the left hip is going down or fully lengthened. Breathe. Kick that foot out a little bit if you need a little deeper stretch. And coming up, lengthen that leg away. Other side, drag the leg in, coming into a happy baby. So grab that foot if you can. This side is definitely tighter for me. Raise a foot towards the floor and then really anchor that left leg down into the ground to help stabilize you. And breathe. Yeah, this side is really shaking. Good. Just another moment there. Let it switch off. And then coming up, Find your single knee fold. Make sure the pelvis is all in good alignment now. Hinge from the hips. Left hand comes across. Hip roll over. Lengthen that top hip down. And then send the foot down towards the floor. Breathe. So you're kicking that foot out just enough. Find a little more opposition. Send that hip down. Roll that knee up towards the left shoulder just a little bit more. And bring it up. Give yourself a full body stretch. Good. And then from here, you're going to bring your legs, bend your knees, bring your legs together, neutral pelvis. Bring that left ankle just underneath the right knee. So you're making that figure of 4 stretch, arms down by your side. Breath in. We're going to glute bridge with this. It really helps to open up that hip. So fire up the glutes. You want the hips to be level. And you have it so you feel like you can get your knee down and away from you, that left knee. And then slowly lower the hips down. So I recommend breathing out to power up. Glutes are powered, ribs are down. Breathing in to slowly bring it down, and you're going to feel all sorts of stabilizer muscles working. 3 more. Last one, you're going to hold. Take that extra breath in there. See if you can get your ribs down, hips a little bit higher. Send both the knees away from you, keeping that spine nice and long. And lower it down. Good. Other side. So knee underneath the, ankle underneath the knee. Breath in, off you go. If this is going into your hamstrings, if you're getting a cramp here, just bring your heel a little closer to your hips. That should help you out, and make sure you're firing your glutes so the hamstrings aren't trying to take over the work. This should be glute work, hip opening. And the next time you're up, you're going to hold. So send both knees down, the left knee away from you and the right knee down and away from you. Go, 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 go. See if you can lift that hip up a little bit, that right side, and bring it down. Good. From there, you're going to roll over onto your side. And then we're just going to do, have your feet hip distance apart. It could be as I'm going to be here so you can see. And it's windscreen wipers or windshield wipers, internal and external rotation of the hips. And then add on some rotation because it feels lush. I realize this is looking a little funny as we are so close. Good. And come into center. And then zigzag is an amazing exercise. It's fantastic. It really does open up the hips. It feels funny to do though. Ready? You're going to send your legs away from you. Send your legs away from you, but have your knees pointed out. You're going to keep the knees pointed out and draw the heels in. So now get that little butterfly stretch there. And then you're going to bring your knees together, feet out, send the legs away from you. So now your knees are pointed in. Rotate so the knees are out, bring it in, butterfly stretch, knees in and away from you. Hold it up there. I realize I'm slightly off camera here. Draw the knees in while they're still next to each other. Send the knees out, away. One more. Knees in, bring it in, knees out, butterfly, send it away. Really good. Good. And then from there, we are going to come into our 4-point kneeling. So before we do, just have your knees wide, sit back onto your heels. Make sure your low back is happy. Give yourself a little moment. And then coming into your 4-point kneeling. Okay, so my knees are underneath my pelvis, hands underneath the shoulders, Toes are relaxed. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Cat. Tuck the pelvis under. Come into cat. Yes, this is a spine exercise, but you need to make sure that the pelvis and the low back are free. Coming into neutral, tail wag. Send your hips side to side. And then if you want to lift the knees, let's go ahead. This is great for the low back and the hips. Good. Nice. And then from there, we're going to bring our left leg out to the side in line with the hip. Slightly flex the foot. The camera is really close here. And then you're going to hold that as you rock back. So try not to tuck under. You need to keep that neutral pelvis as you rock back. This is an adductor stretch. And go back and hold. Breathe. Coming on up. Let's go to the other side. So 4-point kneeling. Leg out in line with your hips. Foot is flexed. Back you go. You're doing really well. This is such a killer on the inner thighs. It's really good. But the inner thighs, if they're tight, obviously affects your hip mobility. One more rock. And then you're going to go back and hold. Keep breathing. You've got this. Good. From here, we're then going to come up. We are going to bring that leg back out. So one leg out to the side. You're going to lift and then tap it down in front of you. And then down. If that's too much, just slide the leg going through the joint. If you can lift it. Right? Good. Keep that pelvis neutral as you can and keep lengthening through the pelvis so you're not shortening or making any impact in the spine. Other side. So leg straight back behind you. And then you can either slide it on the floor or to get some more strength and mobility, lift. Whatever works for you. Really good. We're going to do just one more of these. Nice. And bring it back. Knees wide. Sit back onto the heels. Give your wrist a little twirl. If your wrists are bothering you, it is building your wrists in 4-point kneeling. You can come off the end of your mat or get a little head cushion underneath. So if you can raise your wrists a little bit, that will help. Ready? So have your knees together in your 4-point kneeling, neutral pelvis, and you're going to bring the leg out to the side. Good. And then knee circles. So go as big and wide as you can. And then try to start to like lift that foot up in the process. Kind of freestyle it here. Nice. Other side. So we're going to bring the leg out to the side. Shoulders are back and engaged. Back of neck is long. So this is building the rotators and then circles. So when you do release work, if your hips are weak, they're going to be tight. So doing regular hip mobility work and reverse the circle. I don't think we did that on the other side, but it feels really good. Good. And then from there, you're going to come on up into a high kneeling. And then toes are untucked. From here, you can have your hands crossed or your arms in front of you. And you're going to lean back, but tuck that pelvis under. So we're looking to stretch the quads and the hip flexors here. 2 more. Good. Then we're going to add on some rotation. So breathing out, arm goes, follow it with your head. Nice. One more to each side. Lovely. And finally, we are going to come into a 90-90 stretch. So you're going to bring one leg out in front of you. So 90-90 stretch is pretty safe on the knees. So you just need to listen if you have back issues, listen to your body. Front leg 90 degrees, back leg 90 degrees. Try to get those hips forward, and then you gently, without tucking under, almost stick your bum out a little bit to keep it neutral and flex forward. Hold. You should feel really deep stretch in that left or front rotator. Breathe. Good. Other side. Find a comfortable 90-90 for you. And down you go. Please don't flex under. You'll lose the stretch and it'll go into your low back. Hinge a little bit more. Stick that bum out. And then coming in, you can bring the soles of your feet together. Have your shoulders down, elbows on your thigh bone. Butterfly stretch, hinging forward. I don't recommend bouncing on this one. Good. Hands under your legs straight. Absolutely amazing. I hope, go for a little walk. You're definitely going to want to move these hips now after that series. It's pretty intense. You've done amazing. And thank you so much for joining. See ya.